Hello and welcome back to the Soundbeast YouTube channel. My name is David.foxen, and before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really helping the channel out. Now, a question that I've been getting a lot recently on LinkedIn, possibly because organisations are tightening their hardware budgets, is what is total cost of ownership, or TCO, and how does this relate in ITAM and hardware asset management? Total cost of ownership is all of the costs associated with that particular hardware asset. This includes the original purchase price. This includes any additional support and maintenance that you're buying on top of it. This includes any repairs that you're occurring during that asset's life cycle and any other costs associated with it. You could also include things like shipping and logistics. And if you really wanted to be mature, you can also show the software that's installed on it or has been installed on the device. When you're looking at your total cost of ownership, you're adding up all of these figures over its life cycle. You can then identify that total cost that that asset has cost you throughout its life cycle, divide that up into yearly costs, get some patterns, get some trends, get some analysis done for specific models or asset types. This will really help then when you're doing your hardware budgeting and forecast planning so that you can show your C-levels and your key stakeholders the actual value of that asset throughout its life cycle, not just the initial outlay on buying the hardware or buying the additional support, but typically what you're also seeing and spending on repairs and stuff like that. If you really want to be detailed and pedantic about it, you could also reduce the expected ITAD value that you'll get back at the end of it based on similar makes, models and conditions for assets that you've sold more recently. This will give you kind of a better figure. The total cost of ownership will obviously come down based on how much you've sold the device for or expecting to sell the device for. But this may be information that your directors, your C-level, senior stakeholders want to see, and that's absolutely fine. But please make it clear that this is just based on current trends, and the ITAD market fluctuates depending on the time that you're selling it and the demand within the market. So really hope that that clears things up. Total cost of ownership is all of the costs associated with that particular hardware asset throughout its life cycle. This includes repairs. You could even include logistics fees. You could even include software on it if you wanted to. But from a ham perspective, just focus on the initial outlay that you buy the asset for, any additional warranties that you're buying or service contracts, and then expected repairs throughout that life. And ultimately, you only get that total cost of ownership once the asset reaches the end of its life because you don't know what repairs it's going to need. You can forecast based on other model types like a new battery, increased RAM, and that may also give you intelligent data to make informed decisions on future hardware models within your organization. So really beneficial exercise to be doing. Highly recommend that you try and figure this out for your hardware assets within the organization. Just makes ITAM look great again and shows how in control we are and how we've got all of that really awesome data to help support the organization. Hope you found it useful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy ITAMing.